Off stage as you appeared to be on stage?
Well, on stage for me was home. I was most comfortable, and still most comfortable, on stage. But once I got off stage, I was like very sick.
For more than 15 years, one locked building inside Neverland Ranch remained untouched. Hidden behind heavy steel doors was a place almost no one had ever entered since Michael Jackson's passing. When investigators finally stepped inside in 2024, they expected to find forgotten cars covered in dust. Instead, they uncovered something far more personal, a silent collection of dreams, unfinished ideas, and treasured possessions that revealed an intimate side of the king of pop few had ever imagined. The door that time forgot. Neverland Ranch has fascinated fans and historians for decades, becoming one of the most mysterious celebrity estates in modern history. Although much of the property changed ownership and gradually disappeared from the public spotlight, one building remained untouched. Hidden behind reinforced steel doors, Michael Jackson's private garage stayed sealed for years, fueling endless speculation. Online rumors claimed it contained priceless treasures, unreleased memorabilia, or even secrets that had never been revealed. Yet no one truly knew what was waiting beyond those locked doors. When the garage was finally opened after years of silence, investigators expected to find abandoned vehicles, forgotten collectibles, and little else. Instead, they entered a space that felt frozen in time. Dust lightly covered polished chrome, while the faint scent of engine oil and sandalwood lingered in the air, creating the impression that someone had only recently walked away. Rows of luxury automobiles remained parked exactly where they had been left, untouched by time. As the search continued, the discoveries became increasingly personal. Iconic stage jackets hung neatly on the walls beside carefully preserved belongings that reflected treasured memories rather than expensive possessions. Handwritten sketches revealed ambitious plans for hospitals, orphanages, and charitable communities, exposing a side of Michael Jackson rarely seen by the public. The deeper investigators explored, the clearer it became that this was never just a garage. It was a private sanctuary preserving the dreams, creativity, and compassion of a man the world thought it already knew. The Archive of Forgotten Dreams. While the collection of rare vehicles immediately captured everyone's attention, the garage still held discoveries that reached far beyond luxury automobiles. Behind what appeared to be an ordinary storage wall, investigators reportedly found a hidden, temperature-controlled chamber that was not shown on official property blueprints. Inside, dozens of military-style containers had been carefully stacked with remarkable precision, suggesting that everything within had been intentionally preserved rather than simply stored away. As the containers were opened one by one, an extraordinary archive reportedly began to emerge. Shelves were filled with master recordings, many of which had never been released to the public. Some appeared to contain unfinished songs, while others featured spoken word recordings, orchestral arrangements, experimental compositions, and creative ideas that extended far beyond traditional pop music. Together, they painted the picture of an artist whose imagination never rested. Even when the spotlight faded and cameras disappeared, Michael Jackson seemed to continue creating, exploring new musical directions and artistic concepts in complete privacy. Yet the recordings were only part of the story. Resting quietly on a nearby workbench was an aged notebook filled with pages written entirely in Michael Jackson's own handwriting. At first glance, it resembled an ordinary journal, but as investigators reportedly examined its contents, they found detailed records of anonymous charitable donations. Page after page listed hospitals, schools, medical treatments, children's organizations, and humanitarian projects that had allegedly received financial assistance through various aliases. According to the notebook, substantial sums had been donated quietly, without public announcements, interviews, or requests for recognition. If authentic, the journal offered a striking contrast to the public image often shaped by tabloid headlines. Rather than documenting celebrity extravagance, it suggested a man who preferred to help others without drawing attention to himself. The notebook portrayed generosity as something deeply personal, rather than something intended for publicity. As the investigation continued, it became increasingly clear that the garage's greatest treasures were not expensive collectibles or rare luxury vehicles. Instead, they were intimate reflections of the person behind one of the world's most recognizable entertainers. Many expected shocking secrets or hidden scandals. Instead, they reportedly found evidence of creativity, compassion, and quiet generosity. Nothing inside appeared arranged for visitors or preserved for future exhibitions. Every object remained exactly where it had been left, creating the feeling that time itself had paused. For a brief moment, the larger-than-life performer seemed to disappear, leaving behind only the private individual, a man whose hidden sanctuary reflected not fame but the hopes, ideas, and values he chose to keep away from the public eye. Behind the legend, fame often allows the public to see only the brightest moments of a person's life. Concerts, awards, television appearances, world tours, these are the images that become part of history. Yet those achievements represent only the visible branches of a much deeper story, while the roots remain hidden beneath the surface. According to those who explored the private garage at Neverland, it offered a rare glimpse into those unseen roots of Michael Jackson's life. Friends and colleagues frequently described Jackson as someone who paid extraordinary attention to detail. Whether he was recording music, designing stage productions, or organizing his personal belongings, very little was left to chance. That same sense of precision appeared to extend into the garage itself. Each vehicle seemed to represent more than luxury or status. Some reportedly marked important milestones in his career, while others appeared to provide comfort during challenging periods of his life. A beautifully preserved Rolls-Royce recalled the height of the Thriller era, when Michael Jackson became one of the most recognizable entertainers in the world. A classic Cadillac reflected an appreciation for timeless craftsmanship, while a Mercedes equipped with bullet-resistant windows served as a reminder of the extraordinary security concerns that accompanied global fame. Together, the vehicles appeared to tell the story of a life lived under constant public attention. One small detail reportedly stood out above everything else. Investigators found an old cassette tape still resting inside one of the cars, paused midway through one of Michael Jackson's own recordings. Former staff members recalled that he would sometimes sit alone inside the parked vehicle, listening quietly through headphones, away from cameras and crowds. If those memories are accurate, the car became more than transportation. It became a place of solitude. As the investigation concluded, the garage seemed less like a collection of valuable possessions and more like a private sanctuary. Rather than revealing the king of pop, it offered a glimpse of the man behind the legend, someone searching for moments of peace, privacy, and normalcy amid the extraordinary demands of worldwide fame, the machines that told his story. As investigators ventured deeper into the garage, the collection revealed far more than an appreciation for luxury automobiles. Every vehicle appeared to represent a different chapter of Michael Jackson's extraordinary life, reflecting how his priorities, emotions, and public image evolved over the years. One of the most remarkable discoveries was a beautifully preserved 1985 Mercedes-Benz 500 SEL. At first glance, it looked like another elegant executive sedan, but closer inspection reportedly revealed factory-installed bullet-resistant windows and additional security features that completely transformed its purpose. This was no ordinary luxury car, it had become a shield. During some of the most difficult years of Michael Jackson's life, relentless media attention and legal battles followed his every move, making privacy increasingly difficult to find. Even routine travel required extraordinary precautions, and the Mercedes offered something few places could provide: a quiet, protected space between destinations. Those who worked closely with him recalled that he would often remain inside the vehicle for several minutes after arriving somewhere, gathering himself before stepping out to face cameras, crowds, and reporters. In many ways, the car wasn't simply transporting him, it was helping him prepare for the outside world. Nearby rested another symbol of his carefully managed public image, a magnificent Rolls-Royce limousine reportedly used during charity events and official appearances. Unlike many celebrity vehicles designed to attract attention, this limousine reflected restraint rather than extravagance. Its handcrafted leather seating, polished wood trim, hidden speakers, and delicate fiber optic ceiling created an atmosphere of quiet elegance instead of excess. It was a place where charitable plans could be discussed and brief moments of calm could exist between demanding public appearances. Further inside the garage stood perhaps the most mysterious vehicle of all, a customized Phantom finished in matte black. Designed with privacy in mind, the rear passenger compartment was enclosed, allowing its occupants to remain completely hidden from outside view. The vehicle symbolized a striking contrast to the young performer who once embraced every spotlight, illustrating how years of intense public scrutiny had transformed privacy into one of life's greatest luxuries. Yet perhaps the most surprising discovery sat quietly in a dimly lit corner. It wasn't another Rolls-Royce, a limousine, or even a sports car. Instead, investigators found a modest Ford Econoline van. Compared with the surrounding collection, its plain beige exterior seemed almost forgettable, offering no hint of what lay inside. But when the sliding door opened, the ordinary disappeared. The interior had been transformed into a private, creative retreat, complete with soft blue velvet walls, reclining leather seats, television monitors, and a built-in Super Nintendo Entertainment System integrated into custom cabinetry. Rather than feeling like a simple vehicle, it resembled a mobile studio where ideas could develop away from public attention. Hidden inside one compartment was a worn notebook reportedly filled with unfinished projects, including stage concepts, handwritten lyrics, costume sketches, children's stories, and ambitious creative ideas that were never brought to life. Every page reflected an imagination that never stopped working. Even during periods when the public believed Michael Jackson had stepped away from the spotlight, his creativity appeared to continue in private. In that sense, the garage wasn't merely preserving old possessions or forgotten memories. It was preserving dreams that, for one reason or another, never had the opportunity to become reality. The future he never stopped building. The final discoveries inside the garage revealed what many believe to be one of the most inspiring aspects of Michael Jackson's creative legacy. Hidden behind several storage crates bearing the MJJ Productions logo, investigators reportedly uncovered a carefully organized collection of blueprints, concept drawings, handwritten notes, and production plans unlike anything fans had previously seen. Rather than celebrating accomplishments from the past, these documents pointed toward ambitious projects that were never completed. Large design sheets illustrated massive concert stages, while detailed technical sketches mapped out advanced lighting systems, mechanical elevators, moving platforms, and immersive visual effects that appeared remarkably ahead of the technology available at the time. Among the materials were concepts believed to be connected to a follow-up to the legendary History Tour, envisioned on an even larger and more spectacular scale. Handwritten notes described interactive audience experiences, innovative stage illusions, and theatrical sequences intended to erase the boundary between performer and spectator. Although many of these visionary ideas never reached the stage, similar technologies have since become standard in modern arena productions. The collection suggested that Michael Jackson's imagination extended far beyond the limitations of his era, constantly pushing the boundaries of live entertainment and envisioning possibilities that the world would only realize years later. The discoveries extended well beyond music. Investigators also found architectural sketches for children's hospitals, educational centers, and community spaces designed to benefit future generations. These were not rough ideas hastily drawn on scraps of paper, but carefully developed concepts that reflected thoughtful planning and a genuine desire to make a lasting difference. Whether every project would have been realized remains unknown, but together they revealed a mind that never stopped creating, dreaming, or searching for new ways to inspire others. As historians and archivists carefully examined the collection, many reportedly concluded that the garage was far more than a place to store valuable possessions. It resembled a time capsule, preserving the private thoughts, ambitions, and imagination of one of history's most influential entertainers. Every vehicle appeared to represent a different chapter of Michael Jackson's life, while notebooks, sketches, and unfinished blueprints revealed a creative mind that never stopped envisioning new possibilities. Rather than focusing solely on what he had already accomplished, the collection highlighted projects that remained unfinished and ideas that may never have been shared with the world. When the heavy garage doors finally closed again, investigators left with more than photographs and inventories. They carried a deeper appreciation for the man behind the global icon, a meticulous perfectionist, an imaginative visionary, and a lifelong dreamer whose greatest creations were not always seen on stage, but often existed quietly behind closed doors, known only to him. The mystery surrounding Michael Jackson's hidden garage may have begun with locked doors and forgotten vehicles, but what emerged was something far more meaningful. It revealed a private sanctuary filled with creativity, compassion, and dreams that never had the chance to become reality. Whether every story connected to the discovery can be fully verified or not, it reminds us that history is often far more complex than the headlines suggest. If you enjoyed uncovering this fascinating journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.